A river in Canada flows backward. There are places in this world where nature bends the rules, quietly, subtly, almost mischievously. And then there's the St. John River in Canada, a river that once decided to do the unthinkable. It flowed backward. Our story begins on the eastern coast, where the Bay of Fundy meets the mouth of the St. John River. The bay is famous for something extraordinary: its tides, the highest in the world. Twice a day, the Atlantic Ocean rushes inward with such force that it reshapes coastlines, swallows beaches whole, and in this case commands an entire river to change direction. Imagine standing on the riverbank centuries ago, watching the water glide steadily toward the sea, fishermen going about their day, traders moving along the shoreline. The gentle rhythm of a river doing what rivers do, flowing forward. Predictable, peaceful, ordinary. And then the tide arrives. Not a mild rise, not a gentle swell, but an immense surge of Atlantic water, pushed by gravitational pull, wind, and timing so precise it feels orchestrated. The incoming tide slams into the mouth of the river with unbelievable force, funneling itself inland. The water level rises, fast, and suddenly the river's calm forward motion slows, hesitates, and begins to retreat. People stood in disbelief. Boats that moments ago drifted downstream now lurched the opposite way. Debris lifted, spun, and raced inland. The riverbanks churned with frothy, confused currents. And for a few surreal minutes, the St. John River abandoned its natural path entirely. It didn't just wobble, it reversed. This dramatic phenomenon became known as the reversing falls, though falls is almost too tame a word. At the narrow gorge near St. John, the incoming tide battles the river in a roaring clash of currents and whirlpools. When the tide dominates, the river is literally forced backward. When the tide recedes, the river reclaims its direction once more. And in between these swings, there's a brief moment of eerie stillness where everything stops, suspended between land and sea. Even today, the reversing falls remain one of Canada's most astonishing natural spectacles. Scientists study it, visitors marvel at it, locals time their fishing and boating around it. It stands as a reminder that nature, powerful and unpredictable, can rewrite its own rules whenever it chooses. So the next time you imagine rivers as steady, dependable pathways flowing in just one direction, remember this: in a small corner of Canada, under the pull of a massive ocean tide, a river once turned around and flowed the other way. If you enjoyed this fascinating story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.